Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub, and we're sorry for the delay. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're going to be reviewing,
Supergirl.
this episode being called The City of Lost Children, or as I like to affectionately call it, 45 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. So,
Well, as we've discussed off air, I at this moment in time do not remember a thing about the episode, so please remind me.
well, to explain this episode, we have to go back in time. So I'm going to take you back to last week's episode. So I guess the Supergirl producers thought, I know, we'll get more people on board with the supporting characters. So Alex is the second worst character on the show. Unpopular opinion, there are probably people out there who think,
I've just remembered what happens. This is the Jimmy episode, isn't it?
well,
Well
yeah,
done,
so
mate.
unpopular opinion, probably people think Alex is amazing. I can't
Mhm.
imagine it, but some people probably feel that way. So they thought, I know, we did an Alex episode, let's focus on the worst supporting character on the show, that being Jimmy Olsen. Oh dear, oh dear. It had the kid from This Is Us on there as a little
Oh, the
boy.
young, the young, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
What?
only know that because I watched the MTV Movie Awards last night and thought, oh, that kid looks familiar. Maybe he's in something else. So yeah, because
Well, it's better than this show, I'll tell you that.
Milo Ventimiglia was calling him son, and I was thinking, what? And then
Right.
I thought, oh, in the TV show. So yeah, um, so a woman with telekinetic powers, an alien, Thorian, is walking through the market minding her own business, and she telekinesis stuff, and it goes everywhere, and people commonly assume it's an alien attack based on that. But it turns out that Lena and Rhea are doing their experiment with a matter transformation device, and as such, the whatever that gives off somehow triggers them, which apparently, according to Wikipedia, is what they wanted to do. That was the intention. Even though I really didn't get that idea at all, I just thought, oh, it's an unfortunate side effect. So, yeah, the mother runs into hiding, and then Guardian's doing his stuff, and then like he saves a woman from harassers, let's say, to put it kindly, and he batters them, and then the woman's backing away like, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. So yeah, I'm gonna batter a bunch of middle-aged guys stalking a woman, and then my piece de resistance is I'm gonna batter the woman too. For some reason, that's what the woman thought, which clearly would never happen ever, unless he was a vampire, then maybe. So yeah, so now he's getting all upset that, oh, Supergirl and Superman inspire hope. Get yourself a more colourful outfit, and that he doesn't. So now he's got what can only be described as a puss on his face. So he's going around like, oh, whatever, whatever.
The
And
worst thing about this episode, at least in my mind, was the comparison they try and make between Jimmy Olsen and Batman.
really,
It's the worst. So you remember it? He's having a conversation with Winn, and he's talking about all Guardian does is inspire fear from people like Clark's friend.
oh,
Oh, no.
I thought he was talking about Lex Luthor then for
No,
some
he's talking
reason.
about Batman, isn't he?
But it's because he said Clark Kent's friend. I was thinking, wow. So Jimmy Olsen knows that Bruce Wayne's Batman, and
Well,
is
you know
Clark
it's
Kent and
Batman.
Bruce Wayne like friends publicly?
You know, he's not talking. Because Winn knows that Clark Kent is Superman.
Yeah.
So he said Clark's friend. He never said him by name, so he could be talking about Batman. He might not know Batman's Bruce Wayne. All he knows that he's Batman. Maybe he
Yeah,
knows
but
it's Bruce Wayne as well.
why wouldn't he have just said Superman then? Superman's friend.
Because he knows Superman. He's friends with him, so he calls him Clark. They're friends. That'd be weird. It would be like if uh, the Green Arrow was talking about the Flash and he said the Flash instead of Barry. They know, so he's just going to say his real name, isn't he?
Well, with us being friends, I'd rather you called me Superman than Sam. So could we
Okay,
give that a test run?
no.
Okay, call me the Flash. So yeah, so he's going around with this kid, and the kid's sitting around just like whatever, you know what I mean, not interested. And then every so often he'll talk to Jimmy, and then that inspires him. For,
Apparently so.
yeah, yeah, really. So then you've got flipping Rhea and Lena working on this stuff, and it's like it's kind of working, but it's not working. You can just assume Rhea's sabotaging it. To my favourite line of the episode, why don't we just call Strikers Island and get Lex Luthor to fix it?
Yeah, you see, the name.
Okay then, save us 10 minutes.
Yeah, and make a better show. Yeah. The problem is that they keep name dropping, or in the case of Batman, walking around name dropping better characters.
Yeah.
Stop bringing up. Don't bring up Lex Luthor. What are you doing? You just make me want to see Lex. You have a character on the show, Lena, whatever. Go over there. Stop talking about Lex. Stop talking about Superman. I'd rather watch the Superman TV show at this point.
That much is true. So yeah. Um, I mean, it's interesting because I was on the internet earlier and it said this. We got 2 episodes to go to the season finale, and apparently the season finale is like the biggest, just the biggest and best. I know Cat Grant comes back next episode, and I know Cat Grant and Superman are pivotal to the finale. So yeah, Lena and Rhea finally get the machine going, and Rhea is like low at Lena, you know what I mean, and she activates the thing. See, my issue was. Right, so they got this weird like cyclotron thing spinning around. I was thinking, oh, that's the machine. But then they got this. They open like a little door thing, and like you see like the portal, and it's like purple. And I was thinking, well, where's that then? Because it looked like it was on the moon, but it kind of looked like because they opened a little visor, it was in the same building. So I was really getting confused there as to where the actual portal was. But long story short, which I wish the actual episode was. The portal opens and a ton of Daxamite ships, I guess. Well, she says Daxamite ships, but for some reason I was thinking maybe it was other ships as well, just come pouring through the portal. And when I say pouring through the portal, I mean 10 to the dozen. You know what I mean? So there's like, it just so happens that this massive influx of energy, like there's a ton of the Phorian refugees who are all triggered by it. They're all going purple eyes and telekinesis, and apparently it's going to take the whole city down. So you got Jimmy on bended knee, like, yo, 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 don't do it. You guys are alright, you know what I mean? And by getting through to the kid, apparently that'd get through to all 20 of the other people as well via some sort of psionic link, because they're telekinetic and psychic apparently. So yeah, so you got Jimmy effectively begging for 5 minutes while we're getting cool cinematics of ships flying around and stuff like that. So eventually that's quelled, he calms them down, everyone's calmed down, whatever. Then you got all the ships coming through. I think like Lena's teleported somewhere. There looked to be some sort of Star Trek light, if that's how I can explain it. Like, so she vanishes, and I think a couple of other people vanish. So the episode ends with a bunch of ships over National City. It's like, we're gonna open a portal, a bunch of ships are going to come through, and instead of going to Metropolis, Gotham, we're just all going to converge on National City.
As you do.
Sounds legit.
It feels a lot like Return of Krypton, the comic book story. I imagine it'll probably play out in a similar way. But my thing is, I know this is an episode, God help us all, focused on Jimmy, but it also just kind of highlighted to me, like, what's the point of Mon-El? This dude does nothing. I like the character. I think he's fun. I like his relationship with Supergirl, for the most part, when they're not playing up the will they, won't they crap. But, like, his powers, he does nothing with them.
I agree. See, he looked as though he was going to shoot his mum, and then I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cool. but then it turns out he doesn't. I mean, in terms of your return to Krypton reference, well, they made a reference there where Ray is like, "Welcome to New Daxam," and I was thinking, oh, for some reason I thought she was going to say New Krypton, but then I remembered, oh, she hates Krypton. So yeah.
Oh, it's a waste of an episode, really, wasn't it?
Oh, it was real bad. Like, real bad. Yeah, the kind of cinematic stuff was sick with the ships, but I mean, really, it's like now there's 2 episodes left, so you gotta think, well, apparently the series finale is gonna be sick. So now I'm thinking that's gonna be rushed. You got Superman in there, you got Cat Grant in there. So in my head, I mean, the first episode of the season was pretty sick with Superman and Supergirl doing stuff, but really, for some reason, yeah, they can leave it on a cliffhanger, but in my head I'm thinking it's going to be rushed because these 2 episodes were baggage. Let's talk numbers.
Um,
In conclusion.
Probably a 6. Whatever, throw away. Pointless. I mean, Superman's coming back. That's part of the issue in itself. I love Superman. That's part of the issue with Mon-El in itself. Superman's been in 2 episodes. In those 2 episodes, he's done more than Mon-El's done in the entire season.
I guess I don't really know what to do with him.
That's because Mon-El has always been the discount Superman, hasn't he? And I guess part of the problem with the character is that the show is Supergirl, and you don't want to overshadow her by having some bloke who's basically Superman going around saving the day. But I mean, for Christ's sake, they just gave Jimmy Olsen an episode where he did something useful and saved someone. What's Mon-El ever done?
Well, they could give him plot armor. They could limit his powers because I mean, from what it appears to be, he can't fly. So you can knock that one out there. Apparently, he might be getting his suit, but it all depends what happens in the series finale. Because you've got to bear in mind, they've got to deal with about 10,000 Daxam ships now.
That's what I mean. If Superman's in the episode, then what's Mon-El going to be doing?
Evacuating people on the ground. Like, everyone get out, go this way.
Yeah.
Go to this street where there's only 100 ships as opposed to 1,000. Less chance of getting frazzled. Yeah, 6 baggage, really. Apart from, I mean, the effects were kind of cool, but really, I mean, the next episode's going to be convoluted because it's like, okay, then you got all these ships knocking about. It's not like they're going to sit back and relax. Well, they can't sit back and relax, but I'm thinking to myself, maybe they're gonna. I feel like there's going to be a lot of talking, and it's like, yo, you're being invaded. It's weird because it's basically like the invasion episode, except it's Daxamites instead of like actual bubble-headed aliens. So I mean, it could be good. I mean, the season finale could be great, but I mean, for some reason, I've just got this niggling feeling in my head that makes me think they're gonna F it up. I don't know why.
We'll see. One more episode to go.
Yeah.
Before the finale.
Yeah. So I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And we'll see you in the next episode.